The Good Citizens Podcast.
If there's one thing you should know about the Good Citizens by this point is we will not just stick to sports. Okay, we're not going to stick to sports. We're not going to stick to entertainment. And obviously, this is a giant, huge, enormous year, 2020, with this election coming up. Possibly, the biggest and most controversial, most influential election we've seen in a long time, definitely in our lifetime. Both parties came out with their kind of plans for black people. So I thought we talk a little bit about that. Doc, you wanna fill us in a little bit on some of these plans? Which one you want to talk about first?
Well, so we'll talk about what came first.
Okay.
So Joe Biden, and Esquire pointed this out earlier, but shortly after the Charlemagne interview on the Breakfast Club with the whole debacle where he said, "You're not black if you don't vote for him."
You ain't. Yeah, you ain't black. You don't vote for me, you ain't black, nigga.
Basically,
That's the only thing he forgot. He left out. Huh?
So after that whole debacle, he basically then came out with his plan for Black America, and he called it "Lift Every Voice." And so in it details economic means to improve the black community and try to basically decrease the wealth disparity amongst black Americans with the white counterparts. And then recently, Trump came out with his plan, the Platinum Plan. So
niggas love platinum.
Hey, that's exactly what he said when he named it too. He was like,
think he didn't?
I know these niggas love platinum.
He hasn't come out with the specifics of his plan yet. Donald Trump has not. He said that it should be coming out in the next couple of days. So I'm curious to see what that actually is. But I found it very interesting because it shows that at this, in this election, the black vote is pretty critical, and they're both pandering to us.
Okay, so first and foremost, politicians, when you're coming out with a plan for black people, just call it something regular. The stimulus package for African Americans. Call it something regular.
Economic Recovery Act.
It doesn't need to be playing on some stereotype or some famous black song. Okay, call it something regular.
I think black folks should stop waiting on old white men to come save us, to come fix our problems, because it's not going to happen. The discussion needs to be, what are we going to do amongst ourselves to fix our economic issues, our, the wealth disparities. Like Compton, I live in Compton. Compton is full of farmland. Like all the millionaire rappers and athletes have come out of Compton. Like there should be somewhere in Compton where I'm able to find like some organic, some fresh food somewhere. You know what I mean? Like
so you trying to buy a farm in Compton?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we should stop. Like I said, we should stop waiting on these old white men who don't give a fuck about us to throw us some bones, throw us some crumbs, and act like they're gonna solve all our issues, because they're not.
The Good Citizens Podcast.